Good evening. Welcome to the June 3rd, 2015 meeting of the Gaithersburg Planning Commission. First on the agenda tonight is the approval of our minutes from the May 6th, 2015 meeting. Is there a motion, please?
Yes, I move that we approve the minutes from our May 6, 2015 meeting.
Second.
Moved and second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passes unanimously. We do have the May 20th minutes scheduled on the agenda, but I think we're going to have to defer that until we have a quorum of commissioners who are present that night. So we'll move on to record plats, which there are none. Consent items, there are none. And that takes us to resolution, and it's an amendment to our rules of procedure. Frank or Trudy, who's going to jump in on that? Okay.
We have before you a resolution to amend the rules of procedure to modify the submission requirements for submission and evidence for site plans. We discussed it at our last May 20th Planning Commission meeting, and we made all the changes that were discussed, and the resolution is ready for your review and motion.
Any questions about the resolution?
No.
No.
A long discussed item.
Right.
I mean, the net effect is really to applicants really no change per se. It should feel like the process is moving on about like it has, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Well, with that, we need a motion on the resolution, please.
I move that we approve the resolution as presented this evening to us.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? And that passes unanimously. No site plans tonight, so that takes us to from the commission. Danny, can I start with you?
Well, I was going to talk about the meeting that I went to in Baltimore, but I want to do that when we have more commissioners here.
Okay.
So I'll defer.
That's for the state.
Yeah. Well,
state
no, it was
planning?
AIA had a panel to discuss some issues around real estate and
Okay.
building in Baltimore City.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll wait. I'll defer.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
That was the APA, right?
APA.
Yeah.
Right. What did I say?
AIA.
Yeah. Sorry. APA.
Close.
Close enough.
The,
Matt, anything?
just a small note that Sakina Khan with the District of Columbia government, she's a market analyst, number geek for the city. She's really got some good data right now on some of the maker economy. We were talking a little bit about some of the shifts in our zoning code to allow the sort of small industrial use within mixed-use zones, and she's got some really good data and numbers. I'm sure she'd be excited to share with us. So if staff could reach out to her, I'm sure it would help us do some of that marketing and make sure we have the sort of moral authority behind the planning decisions to make sure we can keep the maker economy as part of our overall planning efforts. So
Can you email us
sure will.
her name?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sounds good. All right. That takes us to from the staff. Where do you want to go next?
Mr. Chair, I'll start. Just to give a little heads up, was posted today for a public hearing for an amendment to schematic development plan in the Kentlands Market Square, and I just wanted to maybe give the commission a heads up and any of our viewing public. That's a little bit out of the ordinary in that normally the public hearings are joint public hearings in front of the Planning Commission and City Council. This one is one of those ones where the City Council has the ability to defer the entire action to the Planning Commission, or to refer it to the Planning Commission for a hearing, and then it comes back to City Council. So you'll notice, remember on Macro Land a couple months ago, that was one where the City Council said this is a minor effect, and Planning Commission, you just take it and do it.
Okay.
This is one where they want to see it back in front of City Council, so we will do the public hearing here on the 17th. There may be some public that shows up, and we'll just need to make sure that we keep the hearing on topic and talk about the things. The applicant will be here to present and discuss, and it should be a good time.
Okay, good. Thank you. And then you had something on for the actual submission calendar, right? You
Yes.
wanna talk about
Yes,
that?
that
Okay.
was on the agenda.
Okay.
We submitted in your package copies of the revised 2015 Planning Commission meeting and submission calendar. We did it in 2 different formats to reach out to different learning styles and understanding styles. So we just have that before you. I don't know that that the commission needs to make a motion.
Looks great.
It's the new calendar that will go into effect July 1st.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you for that. I know that's really kind of accompanies the resolution
Right.
tonight about
Yes.
the new submittal guidelines, right?
And we will post it on the website as soon as possible.
You know, there's a formula in that, right, that you submit by the X day of the month, like the first
Mhm.
Monday or the first Wednesday, whatever it was,
Yes.
right? So it's a predictable.
It's a
actual
predictable,
date.
it's always the
Consistent.
first.
No, I know it's on the calendar, but they got to that by sort of keeping it a consistent rhythm, which I think will help
Yes.
ultimately for people to
Mhm.
figure out what they need to do next. Great. All right, anything else? Right? Oh, go ahead, Judy, I'm sorry.
We do have a calendar. Our next Planning Commission meeting, as mentioned, is June 17th, and then we have a Planning Commission on July 1st. There will be a joint public hearing on Monday, July 6th, and also a joint public hearing on July the 20th and August the 3rd. So we have a very,
It's a very busy summer, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Anything else? All right, it's a short one tonight. Have a good evening. We're adjourned. Thank you.